In today's video, we'll be discussing Biden's influence on the growth of Tesla. While his love for the electric vehicle sector and renewable energy will be a great benefit to the company, there's also some potential downfalls that could also ultimately hurt the business as well. In today's video, I'll be discussing Biden's love for the electric vehicle sector, his plans for renewable energy, and potential risks that his presidency could pose for Tesla. Biden's love for the EV sector is clear, with some of his initiatives such as putting 500,000 charging ports across America to promote the use of electric vehicles. This will be done to accommodate the forecasted potential growth of EV use in the USA. This goal is set to be achieved by 2030 and will cost a total of $5 billion. Currently, there are only 28,000 charging stations in America, with a lot of them taking several hours to charge a vehicle. This is not really practical for the average consumer. While the new legislations that Biden is putting in place are a positive for climate change, his most ambitious goal is reshaping the American economy into one that thrives on using renewable energy. Biden plans to replace the entire government fleet, which as of 2019 was made up of 645,000 vehicles. He plans to gradually phase out the use of gas vehicles and replace them with an EV counterpart.
The federal government also owns an enormous fleet of vehicles, which we're going to replace with clean electric vehicles made right here in America by American workers, creating millions of jobs.
This will be a long-standing and costly change, but ultimately one that will be far worth it and clearly shows the support for chasing a climate change friendly future. Making the switch is also part of Biden's plan to produce 1 million automotive jobs to help boost the US economy and provide employment for US workers. There are also incentives to switch to electric vehicles through offering a $7,500 tax credit, and this is only applicable to EV manufacturers that have shipped under 200,000 units, and as of which Tesla and GM are the two manufacturers that fall out of this category. Biden is really using the full force of his presidency to promote climate change and create a world where renewable energy is the norm. Obviously, for companies like Tesla that are at the heart of the EV industry, it is really going to be a great time for the stock, the business as a whole, and its investors. But there's also some downfalls that can come with having Biden as the new president. Firstly, this is in the form of raising taxes. He plans to raise taxes by $3.3 trillion over the next 10 years, and these tax raises will be paid for by large earners and established businesses like Tesla, which would ultimately hurt the growth of the company as they're having to put more money aside to pay for these tax increases as opposed to being able to invest that money into growing the company. Tax raises won't come immediately. It's something that will be implemented over time, potentially 6 months from now, because adding tax increases at this current state would be terrible for the economy as it's already suffering enough. And that leads me into my second point, that coronavirus is still very much a problem around the world, and the pandemic is causing substantial economic strain, really crippling the growth of certain businesses. As I'm sure you're all aware, Tesla appears to be almost unaffected by the pandemic, with its stock price growing exponentially and almost seeming unaffected by the virus. Biden seems to have a far more concrete plan with tackling the pandemic through rolling out vaccines and having more testing stations to limit the number of cases. Only time will tell how all these factors will affect the growth of Tesla. I'm interested to see what 2021 holds for the company. Let me know in the comments down below how you think Biden will influence the growth of Tesla. I really enjoy interacting with my viewers, so leave your thoughts and opinions down below. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something new. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.